your appointment at 10. I thought it was at 11.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I want the iPad.
Okay. I'm gonna come with you. Then. You don't need to come with me.
What?
You don't need to-
I don't want to miss anything.
You don't want to. Just leave it there.
But I want to feed it Mooney. He's really hungry.
Let's go up here. Yo. There you go. There's some cookies. Okay, pay attention as you walk downstairs, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's getting the way here.
I wish I did this up on Twitter. It's not up on Twitter. That's the part that I can't figure out. It's kind of weird. Yeah, see, it's not up there. It's a perfect opportunity. Let's see. All right. This is where things get fun. Let us alphabetize time. All right, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E. Probably A through F here. G, H, I, J, K, L. So L will go right there. A, B, C, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, A, B. B. I think. Oh, that's got to go over here somewhere. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, H, I, J, K, L, M, I, M, C, R, W, H, L, M, N, O, Q, R, S, O, P, P, S, W, O, G, G, C, S, G, J, H, I, J, K, L, M, G, C, C, Z, G, A, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, interesting, B, G, A, C, S, P, C, B. What the heck is that, Abby? Eating everything. S, B, S, G, G O C S I G S. So many S's. H I J K C Z B K G B D C P P P L C E S A W. Wow. That's a really good idea. Yo, bud.
I want to see what this mystery is.
Okay, press it. Or does that work?
I think we have to do the same thing. We have to pay.
Well, it doesn't even give you that option.
I want to see what it is.
Yeah, I don't even know how to get there. You've done everything else or no?
Yes. I want to see what that one.
I know, but we can't. The only way to be able to do it is if it opens up, but it's not opening up. At your head. That little line in my hair. Look at that. It goes all the way back.
One's gonna open.
I don't know. Why don't you just focus on the other ones for now? My little ambitious angel. Or you're adventurous astro, aren't you? Oh, you want to see? Here. Look, hold on.
See what? Eating. How do we give that back?
What, you want it? Well, I asked the guy. It's really expensive, and I don't really want to pay for it because it's a little bit too expensive. But maybe he'd be open to trade something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, bud. I have so many cards to go through. It is bananas.
With Daddy,
What?
we may just actually keep that one.
Well, no, it's his. He got it. He paid for it. He got it. So
Why can't we pay for it?
well, that's part of what I do in my show, right?
Well, that's my dream.
That's your dream, but don't you have a core? You have a shimmer, and do you have a cosmic one? Or no, you don't have a cosmic one?
No.
So we have to find you a cosmic and a gold. I think these are really cool. Like I got you guys, you and your sisters, gulp ones. You like Astro, Adele likes Hedgehog. There is an angel, but there's only one angel. We can have that for baby sister. There's no hedgehog for your sis. So we got to find you a shimmer and a gold. I'm gonna talk to the guy. Like he's open to doing a trade or something like that, so we can figure it out. Okay.
Daddy, do you want to try feeding?
No. That's your game, bud.
Daddy, do not choose a person. Say, what person do you want?
I like.
This
Ooh,
one?
Nicole's cool. Yeah, do Nicole. Nice. Passionate parrot. This is going to take. I know, not for a couple hours though, bud. Yeah, I don't don't think it's gonna happen, man. We're just hanging out. It's all good. Might as well just do it. C. C is definitely the most occupied one of. That's for sure. C and G. S. But C for sure. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. But I signed up for it. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. But I signed up for it. QR. There's the Y. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. But this is gonna take forever. Oh well, it's okay. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. But it's all okay. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever. But it's all okay.
Daddy.
Yo.
What happened?
Good?
No.
Oh, sorry. What are you gonna do?
Dad, can you get me out of here?
Get me out of here! Hey, Scoop Steve. I mean, I was the first comment. Just saying. This is going to be a lot of organizing, but I'm kind of okay with it, except for the fact that my son might be coming down with an ear infection. Yeah, that's true. But no, I'm overall okay with it. Let's see. Here's how I'm doing it. I'm organizing alphabetically, and then post alphabetically, I will organize by character, and I'll get everybody's name out and character and name. That's kind of how it'll go. I think it'll be totally done. I'd move a little bit faster through it. But that beautiful guy. Number first? I mean, yes, it's less. Yeah, well, too late. I'm already halfway done, so. But I don't need to do both. I mean, I don't really need to think. I mean, ultimately, I just need to get them divided into individual characters. But yeah, you're right. So I wouldn't need to do number then alphabet. Basically it's either going to be number then character or alphabet character. But I'm already about halfway done anyway, so whatever. I'll keep rolling it. I like having them in alphabetical order for my collection, so it's just sort of natural for me to go in that direction right off the bat. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It'll be the separating them into like names. Thanks. But definitely have a little bit of a distraction today with my son. Ev, how you feeling, bud? Oh, he's feeling good. He's feeling good. Got to go to the doctor in a little bit. Trying to get as much of this done as I can, at least this morning. Maybe I'll get a little bit more done this afternoon. We'll see, but probably not. So I also have to coach. So a lot going on. I'll tell you what, C characters are definitely the most popular. C and S. Lots of C and S's. That's for sure. V. T. B. B. W. And S. Yeah, well, too late, Scuba. Next time I run one of these, I'll do it that way. How's that sound? Just for you. It's going to be the sleeving. I have, yeah, I'm well past halfway at this point, so I'll just keep doing it this way, baby. It's also fun to kind of go back over and kind of see what got hit. Like what got hit a lot of, a lot of empathy elephants. Which, I mean, is not crazy, but also but is crazy. A lot of competitive clowns. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's up for a minute and then way down when nothing gets hit. That's just how it is. I've had a handful of people say run it again, but I think I'm not going. I would run it if I could pre-sell. I mean, I have all these, but 6 of these will be done in the auction. I always want to have like 2 to 3 boxes available. So let's say 9 of them for the auction. I don't want to burn through these right off the bat, but I do have a resource to get a few more potentially. So then the question is, if there were enough people, if I could pre-sell another one, it's tough. Running the numbers. At first, it was going to be 5. Then I was like, I'd probably do 6. If the hype is there, I could probably get away with up to 8. But the issue is auctioning off. What's going to end up happening is the vast majority of the cards. No, I get you. I understand that, Steve. Yeah, I just have to sort of. I mean, here's the thing: is that the majority, like Graceful Goldfish, or the Gleeful Sugar Glider, the Bold Bat, like those characters are going to go for $2 to $5. My mentality is if I average $10 across the entire thing, then 6 or 7 boxes make sense. That's the heart. I think that's why the auction's never gone. So that's why 6 boxes make sense, because so many characters are going to go for so low for $5. But then people will fight over some of the other sort of slightly higher characters, and then the goal is to bring that average up. So if I can average $8 to $10 per character, then it'll justify 6 boxes. Going higher, I'll end up losing. If I go to 8 boxes, I'll probably end up losing money, in all honesty. That's a potential. It's always a tough. I mean, I think this is ultimately what you're bringing up is, I think, why it's never happened, because it's kind of like a high risk thing. and then gets complex and complicated to sort of run. I mean, this to do, and also it's all by myself. So like this to do all by myself is like, I mean, honestly, like a little bit too much. I wanted to do it just for the experience, but like the marketing and promoting of it, like the amount of DMs and talking through things and explaining things, then the running of it's the easy part, honestly. Yeah, so that's why what I wanted to do, what I would do, like let's say I went Thursday or Friday. If I was going to do the break on Saturday, I would run a show Thursday or Friday, run the auctions, and just kind of like blast through it. Again, like I said, like it would work. That's why I was trying to get it ready for tomorrow or yesterday, because there was 100 people in the chat. If I could have just like run through the auctions like while breaking or something like that, I think it would have had probably the highest potential for success. Coming down off of that into today, I'm back to that sort of like, I mean, I've thought about doing this for a long time. I mean, I thought about doing this a year ago. And then not a year ago, I guess, whenever that guy started at Whatnot. Right. Of price averaging. I still think that there's enough people who are purchasing where if I tried this 3 weeks from now, no chance. Like the average would be at like $5 a card. It just wouldn't make sense. So I think that's part of it is guesstimating where the audience is in terms of their bidding. And that's why I think like an $8 to $10 average per card is probably actually realistic right now. Like there's going to be a handful of people that will put up $2 to $5 or $2 to $3 on a dope dodo, maybe $6 on the Impeccable and Astronet or Bold Bat, $10, $12 on Knowing Gnome Logical Lion, $30, $40, $50, maybe even higher than that, $75 on tier 1. Right? So like, and I know the chances of pulling a tier 1 in 6 boxes are pretty low, but you're also not putting forth, maybe you're putting out $50 for a chance at a tier 1. Yeah, it's a huge risk on my part. That's what it is. It's a huge risk to take on my part. Okay, that's fair. I mean, worth thinking about. And the other thing is I can also just nix it. Like, it might not make sense to do.
Dad, look, this is a hospital.
Oh, cool. You building it?
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, that makes sense. I have to sort of, play it all by ear. I mean, in the end, what I might just end up doing is coming up with a different type of break with less boxes. Maybe do like maybe not an auction, but just do like, yeah. I do think, yeah, I got to get everything in before that happens. Whatever I want to do. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that, to be honest with you, Scuba. Not gonna lie, but maybe coming up with like a lower end. Yeah, I agree with that. Yep. I think that's what happened is when I couldn't get all the auction items. I was in the process of posting every single auction. Like if you go to Saturday's show, you'll see like, I don't know, 110 or 115 characters are already up for pre-bidding and stuff like that. That individualized process was a massive, tedious process. And then I realized that I because of the way I entered them, I couldn't transfer it into last night's show.
To assemble an ambulance.
Nice. Are you gonna drive it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't transfer it into the show, and I was like, "Crap, that stinks." Because what I could have done is maybe auctioned off, 65, 75 characters last night. That would have cut into it. Right? I could have auctioned them over a period of time, but I messed it up. I didn't process getting it into the right show, and you can't go into I couldn't have auctioned off. Yeah, it just wouldn't have worked. So now waking up in the morning being like, wait a second, like the hype was there. I probably won't get 160 people in the chat. anytime soon because that raid was really big. Um, yeah, I agree. I agree. And that's the process with all this stuff. I can't even tell you how many times I've like thought of doing something and then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Even something like that the flips, not the flips game, the V Pong thing that I was doing. It's a lot of work, like a ton of work, and I haven't done it. Yeah, I haven't done that again because of the amount of front end work, and then like I'm gonna have to do a lot for this is gathering information, all that kind of stuff. It was just too much, so I just haven't done it since. So yeah, I mean that's the whole process with this stuff is sort of trying out new things, thinking up new things, and kind of coming up with what works. One that's exciting for all of you, but then also two that's not insane for me. Um, I would only do this again, like this 15 type box break, if I have someone here to help me with this process. So like if I had somebody taking the cards and like at the very least sleeving them or organizing them, um, it would have been a lot easier because obviously organizing them during the show was just impossible. It would take me 9 hours, and that wouldn't have been fun for all you guys. So, um, I honestly, I'll probably do it if I do it again. I'll probably do it all on Whatnot. No, you're fine. You're fine. I wouldn't have gone live if I wasn't expecting that baby talk. But I think I just do it all on Whatnot. I did that to save on fees, but if like I said, like I was doing 35 plus 30, if I just do everything at 35, the buyer has to pay a little bit more because you'll also pay shipping. So you'll pay 35 plus shipping. But if you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots, your shipping stays the same. And then that $5 extra would make up for that 11%. I mean, not exactly, but it would help cut into the 11%. So I think doing the same exact thing that I just did all on Whatnot will make my life 100% easier because I just click, 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 and it can print out all the stuff. So also it helps with international. Like I had 5 or 6 people purchase international, and while in the middle of it happening, I was like, ah, shit, what did I do? Like I knew this was going to happen in my brain, but at the time, I was like super excited about it because I was like, I don't even care. I'll deal with that because I mean that's what I did for a year. I just dealt with finding people's addresses and everything like that. So whatever. But I think being close to the kid being born, um, all the other stuff I have going on, post I was like, man, I definitely should have put it all on Whatnot. I don't know why in my brain I was like, oh, I can save a whole bunch of money on, but that was dumb of me. So you live, you learn. You live, you learn. That's just the way it is. So be it. So next time, and maybe that is, or maybe there's another kind of fun break, like a lower end. Yeah, like a lower end. Am I being too loud, Evie? Or is your ear hurt? Your face? Yeah. You might have. Hold on. I see. Hold on. Look back down. Yeah. Yeah, ear hurts. That's why he's home from school right now. Hopefully it's not too bad. My daughter had like a year and a half ago had like an earache, and it like went away within like a day. So, but kept them up a bunch last night. So we're gonna go to the doctor in like an hour. I was gonna do this all morning, but I'm just gonna take like an hour and do a bunch of it. And what are we at? 39 minutes. Yep. So I have about 20 more minutes of doing this. Hopefully I can finish at least this organizing process, and then I can divvy them up into the individual purchasers after that. Yeah, so I'm going to contemplate a different break, I like the idea of doing a smaller box break and kind of coming up with something exciting. I like the lower end buy-in type thing. Maybe we do like some bounties or some chases, which you technically aren't allowed to do and whatnot, but there's ways to do it. Um, it also would be kind of interesting. Here's an idea. Yeah, how many boxes do I have? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21 boxes. I could. So I could do it again, do it all on Whatnot, run it back. I don't like burning it out, but the fact is everybody else is burning it out. So, meaning like doing too much too soon. Like that's what I think VeeFriends did on Fanatics, and kind of before VeeCon kind of crashed the market. I think it's happening right now with everybody doing stuff. Yeah, true. All right, so doing it again, but all on Whatnot, which will make my life 1,000% easier. Also, making sure I have somebody here. So Jaya could potentially come up and run it again. She might come up this weekend. So maybe I do it. I mean, here, what do you think? Do you think it'll be worth doing it? I mean, I don't think it took me 2 weeks to fill it up. A lot of people didn't hear about it. Do you think I could fill it out again on Saturday? So here's the other question. This is the other option that I could think of. We do a card and pack auction, or you purchase a pack. Yeah, that's true. I could do that. Yep. But here, think about this one. You purchase a pack, $35, and then we do a card auction. And basically, you buy a card, and if you pull that card in your pack, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm getting overcomplicated, and I agree with you. Keep it simple. That's been my approach to business in general. But you talk through things, and you realize like, what the hell am I talking about? This is way too complicated. Keep it simple. So that would leave me with 6 boxes left, plus another 7. I could do that. Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I talked through it. I can't, dude. Like I've come up with like 10 million different ideas for a break. I'm talking through it either to myself, and I'm like, wait, no, that's stupid. Or I talk about it with my wife, or I talk about it with Blue or somebody like that, and I get like halfway through it, just like I just did. I'm like, nope, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to do that. I can't believe 4 Resilient Red Devils were pulled last night. That is insane. All right. All right, got 3 more stacks, and that's it. Yeah, I think so too. And a big thing I thought about, like I've always not been a fan of sort of burning it out like crazy. But again, like I was just talking about, the fact that the community is sort of really, really heavy in it, and nobody's doing breaks. Like there's a very high probability that the market's going to go pretty soon. I think it is, because again, it's a lot happening. Like everybody's selling. There's more people. There's more stuff being sold than there are buyers. And the excitement of a box break is what attracts more people in my opinion. So, but I think I agree with this, is rather than saying, hey, we're going to do this Saturday, saying, hey, they're up. And once it sells out, then we're running the show. And basically I can still do a show on Saturday and promote it. And if it sells out, we'll do the break. But if it doesn't, they'll say, okay, we're gonna move it on, move it to Monday or something like that. So I think that's a good idea. Not putting tons of pressure on it all, but having it available for people to sort of work through. Agreed. Ambitious angel. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. None you see me. None you send me on as you do. All as you do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do-do-do-do. Send me not a new. Send me. I think she'll be here a little early. Due date is the 19th. That's in 19 days. I bet you my prediction.
Daddy,
No pressure on my wife.
water.
Here. Your belly hurt?
Yes.
Are you hungry? Okay. I bet you like end of next week. Yeah. Due in 19 days. That's almost 3 weeks. I bet you in the next 2 weeks. That's my prediction. My wife is so over being pregnant. Speaking of my wife, I think she just texted me. $10:30. Yeah, we have to take Evan to the doctor soon anyway. There's no chance there's going to be another one. I don't think. I think if all had worked out to plan with like our timing for kids, maybe there would have been a conversation for 4. Like, it took us 3 years to have our first. So we started much earlier than we actually ended up having. And I think if everything went to sort of our initial plan, maybe that conversation would have been there. But we're both in our early 40s, so I think we're done. And we both like the idea of 3. I think 3 is something that I've always sort of liked that idea. My wife's kind of always liked that idea. So 3 it is. What up, Joseph? How you doing, buddy? Doing a lot of organization right now. Just hanging out. Probably another 15 minutes or so of doing this. If I can finish this side of the organization, then that'll be it. Then I got to take my son to the doctor. How you feeling? A little what? A little good? Yeah. Okay, bud. I only got a few more minutes of this. Okay, buddy? All right.
Daddy,
Yeah.
can you just try making one foot?
Want me to make a truck?
Yeah, just one.
Sure, bud.
And this is the one.
This is the one. All right, let's see. Hey, what? That guy did it for me. Can I put my hands there?
Yes.
You can put your hands on my arm if you want.
Daddy.
All right, so this goes right here, right? Is that right? Boom. All right. Does it matter which one goes where?
No.
Okay. Boom. Boom. Tank goes right there. That's a gas tank.
Daddy, there's
Whoa.
those little black parts.
Perfect. Last piece. Oh, I think I know where it goes right there. Yeah. Nice. Nice little flatbed truck right there. Nice. Joseph, awesome, man. Have a great workout. I'll probably do I don't know if time. I mean, I'm gonna do a walk, but it might have to be after the kids are down. Walk and push-ups. Gary, so scuba. To answer your question, so I kind of went in there saying, hey, here's my struggles with this stuff. And he was like, I get it. Like running the show around VeeFriends. He kind of complimented me on my ability to adapt. Like I talked about this break here and that I did yesterday. And he was like, that's your ability to do that is great. And that's what it's all about. And, it was very heavily implied, I'll say it that way, that there's pretty much no chance there's going to be any sort of like official coordination between VeeFriends and me and any other streamers. They're just going to do their thing. I think that was proved the other day, Sunday, right? Or whatever day it was, Saturday, when they had when Blaze put together that big thing. And Gary was like, "Oh shoot, I don't want to interrupt that," and he's just like, "Screw it, I'm going to." Like, they're gonna do their thing. And the successful streamers, at least for the next 5-10 years, are going to be the ones who can work around that. Yep. No, it's not a liability thing, honestly. I mean, he could have very easily not done a show and pushed everybody, because it's not, you know what I mean? It's a promotion thing. It doesn't have to be an official basis, but he could, like, even last night. Like last night, they like talked about my show, which was amazing, and then rated my show. Right? Like, they can do that. That's totally fine, totally great to do. Just like, hey, this is really cool. Community doing this, community do that. It would build the community up. It would be kind of a grassroots type thing. But and they could do that. And right now, not big picture viewing, right now in the micro, that would be successful for the community. It would really help me. It would really help Tom. It would really help all these other people.
I'm tired of doing this.
You want to do a different one?
Yes.
Or you want to watch something?
Yes.
Each. But big picture, that doesn't make sense. Like, really, from their perspective, awesome that I'm doing what I'm doing. Awesome that everybody's doing what they're doing. But really, who cares? Right? They have to focus on developing their thing, very specifically internally. I get that. I 100% get that. Selfishly, I wish it was another way, but I also understand from a business perspective why, if they focus on their thing, if they're going to focus on building their streaming service and what they're going to offer streaming wise, which is going to expand dramatically, as you saw 2 Mondays ago, they're going to do whatever they can do to build that brand, which makes a lot of sense. So anyway, we talked about that. So basically, if I want to be successful doing the Courage show, breaks and all that kind of stuff, like, it's up to me to sort of adapt around them. And I guess one of the big confirming sort of things was, the statement of doing it the right way. I've been doing it the right way. So that's kind of cool. The second thing is I fully plan post VCon. I sat down and said, hey, I'm going to be leaning into my fitness stuff a lot. And I kind of mentioned, what I want. I talked about the strong silverback and all this other stuff to Gary. Yeah, exactly, Scuba. That's exactly right. And we're not even the tail. We're like the vapor stream past the tail. That's what it is. We're not
quiet because you're too loud.
Yeah, I know I'm talking loud. Yeah, you can also go over there if you want. Okay. I mean, realistically, that's what I would say. We're not even really technically attached to them. We're because of them. We exist because they exist, but we're not even remotely attached to them. We can come and go in any way, shape, or form. We can do anything we want to do besides damaging their IP, and they're going to continue doing what they do no matter what. What's up, H-Town? And I even said that. I used that sort of similar, not that analogy, but I talked about this with both Gary, Jeremy, and Andy, and they all agree. Like, that is kind of how it is. And that's neither good nor bad. It's just the way it is. It's just the reality of it all. So understanding that is huge because it releases expectations from me. Like, I have no expectation of anything from VeeFriends at all. I mean, I don't think that would work because, I mean, think about like the fact that I've been able to develop and do this stuff completely on my own. I've tried to bring people in. This new Jay, I think, is great. I'm like 0 for 6 on bringing people in and working with them. Like, they have a team. Like, well, sure, that can be. Hold on, hear me out. It's basically like trying to sue, McDonald's or something like that. Like, it's by yourself if you don't have any money, right? It's trying to. I think the best thing to do is to what I'm doing is to find ways to adapt to how they're doing things, and ultimately not trying to say, hey, you guys should be doing X, Y, Z. It'll help me do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm doing. Build the Courage show, utilizing the platform that they're building, but ultimately lean completely into me and really don't do. I have nothing to do with VeeFriends besides the fact that it's a VeeFriends themed thing, right? And that was part of my thing. I was always like, oh, what's VeeFriends doing? I should do this. Oh, what's VeeFriends? I should be doing this. And ultimately, in the end, where I got to both with this show and with fitness stuff is lean completely and totally into whatever I want to do. And yes, pay attention to them because there's going to be certain things that pop up that they do that will make sense for me to do something. Hey, they're doing this. Hey, in response to that, I should do this. Sure. But I shouldn't dedicate everything I'm doing or commit everything I'm doing to be purely based on them. And that was sort of where I got to post VCon. And that is like flat out, Gary was like, yeah, like if you want to be successful, you can't think about us on a constant basis. You can watch us, pay attention to us, but you can't be purely based off of us, or else it's going to kill you. And that leans into the fitness side of things. So because of that, I was like, what I need to be doing is focusing on social media, right? That's where I got to post VCon with my wife. I sat down, I was like, I need to not lean into inventory and selling on here because I'm not making money off that. If I want to be a successful sort of online influencer personality, whatever it might be, I need to be able to grow from a social media standpoint. So leaning into TikTok and YouTube shorts and Instagram reels and all that kind of stuff. I can still stream, but streaming is actually like secondary or tertiary and just posting the proper things on social media is number one. So my fitness side of things, that's what I'm leaning into. So if I can get to 1,000 followers, if I can start generating revenue off of social media, that's big. I told him this and he was like 100% yes. Like that is 100% what you should be doing. He gave me one of the greatest compliments I've ever received in terms of like my personality and who I am. And was like just put that out there. And he gave me some insights onto like maybe here's some new ideas. Here's what's coming. This is what we're doing. So maybe you should consider that. And that was very, very helpful. And then independently of that conversation with Gary, my conversation with Andy, he said the same exact thing. So like they sort of see what I do and was like, yes, if you want to sort of like go from where you are to do this. And I was like, that's kind of where I was. And they were like, then you're on it. Go freaking do it. So it started today. Like I posted up a video last night about doing the Squattober thing, and I have a plan. And part of this is also like there's still the end goal of living with courage, strong silverback, VFit, whatever all that stuff is being associated with VeeFriends in some way, shape, or form. Like I have very much kind of pushed for the idea of my fitness stuff being like very, very closely related with VeeFriends. And that was sort of proposed to a certain extent. And it wasn't straight out turned down, but I think the implication was like show us clearly I'm very successful face to face. Clearly I'm very successful building gyms. Clearly I'm successful starting and building, community stuff like that. But also with 3,000, 4,000 followers on Twitter is nothing. 10,000 is even nothing. 50,000, okay, right? How can you generate a following, not necessarily a community, because they're two very different things? Generate a following by understanding and utilizing content. I think the implication was like lean into that stuff and understand how to use that stuff. And that's the type of person we're looking for. So, yep. That's kind of right. So living with courage is that. So you'll see a lot more. You're going to be seeing a lot like this month leaning into the fitness stuff. It won't be just one post a day. It'll probably be like, definitely one post a day, upwards to 2 or 3 a day, kind of in the realm of health and fitness, especially that. And then it's going to be leading up to a program I'm going to be offering soon, which I kind of pitched to VeeFriends. And with no expectation. It was like, whether we do it together, whether it's amplified by you, or whether you don't even mention it, I'm doing it. It's already being organized. It's already being structured. It's already planned. And they're like, awesome, go do it. Have fun. Like, we'll see what happens. I'm going to have something fun coming up that this month is going to kind of build into. So yeah, I think for me, what ended up happening in my sort of not subconsciously, but in my head was the number one thing I wanted was to. I've spent a lot of time with Gary, but it's never been sort of one on one. Yeah, it's never been like one on one. Just like, hey, I want you to get to know who I truly am. And I think that's what happened. I think what happened was he's a really good read of people, but every time he's ever been with me has been like standing in a line or walking down a sidewalk. You know what I mean? It's never just been like, hey, we're sitting, we're talking. And we sat and talked for 40 minutes. And I think that was a really cool, yeah. Yeah. I think that was big. I think that's going to go a long way. I think it's going to, right. It's like, it's branding and branding my personality in his brain. Now he's like, oh, I know who you are, right? Like seeing me for 1 minute, he's good at like sort of cutting through the BS. And like if I'm like, hey man, I'm Josh Courage. How you doing, buddy? Like I think he'd see through that, but he wouldn't necessarily know deeply who I am. I think all the interactions we've had, then combined with sitting down with him, gave him a really good view of who I truly am. Also, it gave me a really good view of who he is. I would like to think that I'm a very, very, very good judge of character and understanding who people are deep down very quickly. And I think my opinion of him is sort of hardened. Like this is who he is. Him and I are very, very different people. And I think we're coming at things from a slightly different angle. And I've come to that conclusion a while back, but I still would like to be associated in some way, shape, or form because I believe in what the Friends represents. Let me get through this pile. One second. I'm not going to look up until I'm done with this stack. All right. Cool. 2 left. All right. Probably going to go. All right. Scuba, I always enjoy our conversations. I guess we can actually come on the show and we can just talk, right? That'll make it easier and you don't have to text it all. But almost done. I would say about halfway done totally organizing everything. Appreciate it. The banter's fun. The conversation's fun. Anybody else who popped on? Joseph, hope you have a good workout. Case 8, was it 8? Oh, it's H-Town. All right. Peace out.